Welcome Aries to your August 2021 reading. Thanks so much for tuning in. If this is the first time you've tuned into my channel, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Now, this is a general reading, Aries, so take what resonates for you and let the rest go. Now, this month, I'm feeling it's quite a significant month because out of the eight tarot cards, you've got 4 of them that are major arcana cards. And major arcana cards talk about significant events or significant things that are going to be occurring for you in August. And another interesting thing about your reading is you've shown up here in your own reading in the Emperor, the first card that you have, the overall energy. And it's so interesting. There have been so many signs where they have really been showing up in their own reading. So for me, I'm feeling like a lot of the focus needs to be on you in August, Aries. I feel like perhaps you've been putting a lot of your energy out there. So turn that inward and focus on you. But as I said, you are starting out with the energy of the Emperor, which rules Aries. And the Emperor is strong energy, very strong energy, leadership energy. And you are that natural born leader, Aries. So I feel like, what's happening for you in August is you might now need to turn that leadership energy that you put out to everyone, where you're able to guide and organize other people, and you really need to turn that in on yourself in August. You know, the Emperor shows up when we need a few rules and some organization in our life. And I feel like if you can just implement a little bit of structure around your plans, you're going to find it easier to bring your dreams to life in the way that you had intended. And also, I feel like for a lot of you, this card can represent things like your home, like societal structures, your house, your workplace, roads, construction, that kind of stuff, infrastructure. So I feel like you are going to be doing some work on your home, or there's kind of a lot of energy around putting some rules and regulations and some planning when it comes to doing some work on your home or even your workplace here for a lot of you. Now, as I said, this is a card of leadership, and it can also represent government officials or people in authority. So these can be people that you are going to be dealing with that are your boss, or perhaps you might be having some issues to do with the government, your local government, even legal issues as well could be surfacing for you in August. Now, you've got the 10 of Wands there, and this can be quite a heavy card. Now, if you look at the imagery, you see the person struggling with those 10 Wands there. And this is that card where it talks about you have been almost exhausted when it comes to your work. You've been carrying a heavy burden, particularly if you are in a leadership role. I feel like you have been, I think your work can be quite fun and exciting, but in August it can be a bit exhausting and feel like a bit of a chore. And it also talks about a time in your life when you are working too much and you're not leaving enough space for that fun and and joy and excitement and play that you need to have in your life. But what this is telling me is that is coming to an end. This burdensome tens are always the culmination of whatever suit they are in. So working hard, which you love to do, by the way, Aries, and you are such a hard worker, but that feeling of being overburdened, of being exhausted, that's coming to an end, and there is balance coming in for you. I do see the Temperance card right beside the 10 there, and that's telling me that you are going to be getting a bit of work-life balance back into your life. You know, you're going to be able to put some rules and regulations and structure around how things work for you in that Emperor card, and that is wonderful news, because things are going to be coming back into balance for you with the Temperance card. Now, I am seeing a lot of people here around you as well, Aries. Temperance is Sagittarius, you've got a Cancer here, you've got a Gemini, and you may also have other Aries around you as well. And it's interesting, you've got the Lovers card there, which is the Gemini card, but it's right beneath the Temperance card. And this could possibly be saying that there is a romance that's coming in for you in regard to a Sagittarian, which is quite interesting. But I feel like there is also balance coming in for you when it comes to some issues that you have regarding love. There's going to be a little bit of a cooperation happening here when Temperance shows up here, and you're going to be able to have a lot of cooperation with other people around you. I am feeling this is definitely to do with work, for a lot of you out there. And, there also might be a need for you to compromise your plans a little bit so that everyone can be happy here. But also, there is a message for some. Be a little bit patient. Patience is going to be required for certainly things regarding the heart as well, love and romance for a lot of you. Now, I see in August, there's going to be a few extremes here when it comes to money. You're either hanging on tightly to it for dear life, or you're spending like there's no tomorrow here. That's the Four of Pentacles, and another message that comes along with this card as well is you could be missing out on happiness if you are being a little bit too cautious with your money. So this is one of those duality cards. There's a few of them in the deck where it's either black or white. I feel for some here, this could be a lot of money going out. But I think this is also coming into balance as well. It's right next to that Temperance card. So if there has been a lot of money going out or you're hanging on too tightly, this is getting drawn into some sort of normal kind of spending patterns here for you. There's just this balance coming through over a lot of things in August, which is lovely, over your love life, your work, your money. there is balance there on all of those levels. Now, for a lot of you, if you've been feeling like there's been a bit of a standstill and things aren't moving in the right direction, well, that is certainly going to be changing. You've got the Chariot card, and this always talks about movement forward, and you are in the driver's seat. You are heading out on a really big adventure here, and it's going to you're going to be faced with situations that you've never encountered before. So that's going to be really exciting for you as well. And you know what? I'm feeling like for some of you, this is to do with love and romance. I feel like also when the Chariot card, this is another card that is talking about balance here. You've got the white horse and the black horse, and they're wanting to go in two different directions, but the charioteer is there holding the reins, pulling them into under the control of the charioteer, under his control, and he's directing them in the direction that he wants to go in. So I feel that, again, balance is, you are balancing opposing forces here. This is definitely a theme that is coming through in your reading. Now also, you're trying to accomplish some great things, Aries. And wow, you've got the Six of Wands there, so I absolutely see you doing that, and not only accomplishing them, but getting acclaim for them as well. There is wonderful messages coming through of success when you get not only the Chariot card, but also the Six of Wands there. You're really going to be, I feel like this could even talk about some of you. You've either just been promoted, or you are going to be promoted. There's another job offer coming in for you, or some awards, definitely some awards for some of you, or some recognition for a job well done with that Six of Wands. But the Chariot really is wonderful energy. It is moving forward, and moving forward to success, and also moving forward to a new adventure, something new, something different. And as I said, for a lot of you, I feel like this could be love, because you've got the Knight of Cups there, and knights are movement. And a lot of people read knights as a sign, as a star sign. So this could potentially, for some of you, be a water sign. I mean, it is right next to the Chariot, which does represent Cancer. So there could be a significant Cancer in your life. But to me, the Knight of Cups there is talking about wonderful, beautiful, emotional experiences. And it talks about really powerful emotional experience as well. And it's almost like being swept off your feet kind of energy. And it does talk about falling in love. It can even talk about marriage, or any kind of romantic experience that really causes you to swoon a little bit. And it might even leave you a little bit off balance for some of you. So you have to really remember to stay grounded here. And for others that are already in a relationship and are not wanting love, this can just talk about getting social invitations, or going to a social event, something that has a lot of emotional energy around it. It's quite an emotional experience. But as I said, this can be someone that really if this represents a person in your life, I feel like this could be that someone that is very loves the idea of love, and they can go from one relationship to the other. So that whirlwind kind of energy, that emotional energy that the Knight of Cups talks about, if this is a person for you, this can be someone that comes in, sweeps you off your feet, makes you feel a little bit off balance in the whole process of it all, loves the idea of falling in love and the whole chocolates and flowers and all of that. But then once that's kind of died down, they're off looking for a new romance. So there's just a bit of a word of a warning there for some of you. If this does represent someone, just don't get head over heels too quickly. Try and keep that balance there. Now, you do have the Lovers card. Absolutely beautiful energy. This is the card for Gemini. But Lovers does talk about, you know, that deep, true love. And it's powerful and long-lasting and romantic. It's right beneath that Sagittarius card, as I said before. Aries and Sagittarius work very well together. They have wonderful energy, and you're both fire signs, so there could be this awesome love here. And I feel like for some of you, this is on its way. And because the Lovers talks about that love that isn't just the one that comes in for a brief time, I'm not feeling that that Knight of Cups is a person that's coming in for you. I feel like if there is someone coming in, this is long-lasting kind of stuff. Now, for some that are already in a relationship, this can talk about marriage, engagements, and it, you know, the Lovers card, out of all of the cards in the deck, I mean, there's a few that do talk about that soulmate kind of energy, but the Lovers is the Lovers, of course, and this one talks about that. And this also says, you know, if it's a relationship that might not last your entire life, it is going to change it, absolutely change it forever. Now, another thing for the Lovers card, if you're already in a relationship and you're very happy in that relationship, this can be talking about significant decisions that you may be having to be making in August. And for some, this could be between two people. You might have two people that spark your interest that come into your life in August, and you may be having to choose which one is which. So if that is you, be careful of that knight in shining armor that comes in, sweeps you off your feet, makes you swoon, and then shoots right out again. Pick the stable one that's going to be there forever. But this could also be big decisions or choices that you need to make regarding work as well. Now, also the Lovers card, if you're not into love or romance at all, this is talking about returning to health as well. So if some of you have been struggling mentally, emotionally, physically even, things are coming back into balance. You're coming back into some great health here as well. Now, the Six of Wands, as I did touch on briefly, this is the card of such an amazing victory for you. Does often refer to work. You've really taken some great strides on your journey. And, you know, I feel because you are showing up in this, in your own reading, this can be some great strides in your journey in your life as well. Not necessarily specifically work, but just really a great accomplishment. But, you know, this is also that card of victory. You know, if you look at the imagery, the person has ridden into town and people are cheering, there's wreaths, and you are coming in to great applause and celebration here. So you might be getting some really wonderful information in August that is extremely happy for you. You know, and as I said, you might get an award, get a promotion, but just wonderful things are really going to be, just keep an eye out for some wonderful things happening for you in August. I feel like it's wonderful energy. You just get, you might be just really recognized for your accomplishments in a public way here. And also, if you've got any kind of role in the media or on YouTube or something like that, it's a good time to promote yourself because you're going to get a lot of success from that. Now, your final card from the Gateway Oracle deck is Looking Deeper. And this image is so beautiful. So I put all my crystals on it. It's beautiful mountain, a beautiful mountain lake. And at the bottom of the lake, there are shining crystals. And this card represents looking within. And the affirmation for this card is, deep within me is a majestic radiance. And the meaning of this card is, things are not always as they seem. Look deeper into the situations and relationships in your life. Sometimes something that seems closed may in fact be just ready to open. If you go beneath the surface, you may find hidden gems of truth, light, or abundance. The universe wants you to know this is the time to engage and reflect. It might be worth taking a second look at something you previously passed over. Imagine a mystical mountain lake where you can see the reflection of the sky and trees. But when you look beneath the surface, you can see sparkling gems in the crystal clear depths. These treasures are meant for you. By exploring hidden crevices in your soul, you will begin to uncover even more profound levels of the vast majesty within yourself. That is very deep, Aries. And you know what? I feel like, as I was reading that, I feel like for a few of you, this could also be regarding love and your choices in love. If you do have a choice in love, there could be some of you that might have passed over somebody on the surface, but if you look deeper, they're right for you. So just keep that in mind for those of you looking for love. So I hope that resonated for you, Aries. I'll leave it there. Have a wonderful August, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.